Hi everyone, and welcome to this video where we'll cover one of the most powerful and often overlooked tools in Excel, which are tables. They make your data dynamic, easier to analyze, and a lot smarter to work with. And by the end of this video, you'll know how to create tables, use structured formulas, and make your spreadsheets adapt automatically as your data grows. A reminder that if you'd like to follow along, you can download the Excel template I'm using. The link is in the description below. Here we have a data set of products, regions, sales, targets, and dates. Right now, it's just a normal range of cells, but when we convert it into an Excel table, it becomes a structure complete with filters, formatting, and other features. It can also have automatic formula updates, for example. To create a table, we'll select our range, go into the Insert tab, and then select Table. Make sure My Table Has Headers is ticked, and then click OK. And Excel instantly applies a clean blue format, adds filters, and locks the data together as a single unit. You can tell it's a table because when you click inside it, a new Table Design tab appears at the top. We can make this table our own by selecting it, and then what we can do is we can rename it to Sales Table. And here, using meaningful names helps when writing formulas later on. Now let's try out some styles. You can switch between light, medium, or dark themes. Let's select a medium theme over here. And what we can also do is we can add a total row. So you can just tick this feature here within the Table Design tab. And what Excel does is it instantly adds a summary row at the bottom. And by default, it shows the total for the last column. But you can click any cell in that row and choose from built-in calculations. So we've got average, count numbers, max, min, sum, and more. And all without writing a single formula. So let's select average, for example, here. Now, tables really shine when you start using structured references. Let's add a column here called performance. And instead of using standard cell references, we can type this formula, for example, which refers to the sales column and then divides it by the target. And as you can see, after pressing enter, notice how Excel automatically applies the formula to the entire column without having to drag it down. Now, structured references also make formulas easier to read as they use column names instead of coordinates. We can now change this to just 2 decimal places by clicking Ctrl 1, going into number, and selecting 2 decimal places. Now, tables also grow with your data. Let's remove the total row and let's add a product below the last product in our table. Let's say headphones. And as soon as I hit enter, you can see that it grows with the data. Excel automatically expands the table, applies the same formatting, and even fills in the formula for performance. And this is one of the biggest advantages of tables. They update themselves as your data grows, and this means there's no need to fix any formulas or adjust ranges manually. And here we can simply drag these cells down to apply the same values, as you can see. Now, for an extra level of interactivity, you can also add slicers, which are visual filters for your table, and we'll cover these next. In the Table Design tab, what you want to do is click Insert Slicer, and then choose fields like region and product as well. And we can then click OK. And now what you can do is you can filter by using the slicer with one click. So let's, for example, only show regions in the north. And as you can see, it filters automatically. We can change this to the east, or alternatively, we can clear the filter and we can just filter by a product, let's say laptops. And as you can see, you can now filter with one click, which gives you interactive control. And finally, if you ever want to go back to a normal data set, we can remove the slicers here. And what you can do is you can select anywhere within your table, go to Table Design, and then click Convert to Range. We can click Yes, and this removes the table functionality, but keeps the formatting. So that's an overview of tables, which are one of the most useful tools for keeping your data clean, dynamic, and ready for analysis. Please give this video a thumbs up if you found it useful, and subscribe to the Excel Hub for future Excel tutorials, techniques, and examples.